Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss on the topic meaning and components of aggregate demand. We will begin with meaning of aggregate demand. Aggregate demand is also called as aggregate expenditure. Aggregate demand AD refers to the total value of final goods and services which all the sectors of an economy are planning to buy at a given level of income during a period of one accounting year. Aggregate expenditure is also called as the planned or desired expenditure and not the actual expenditure. It is the total expenditure incurred by all the households, firms, government, and rest of the world who are planning to incur during a given period of time. Now, components or determinants or constituents of aggregate demand are, as we said, that it is the sum total of the consumption expenditure, investment expenditure, government expenditure, and the rest of the world. So AD is equal to C plus I plus G plus X minus M, where C stands for private consumption expenditure, I investment expenditure, G government expenditure, X minus M that is net exports, or we can say exports minus imports. Now aggregate demand in a two sector model. In a two sector model we take only two of these, that is C plus I. Aggregate demand schedule. Now here we see that as the income is rising by 100 crores, and we see that consumption is also increasing. Investment expenditure remains the same, it is assumed to be constant, and AD is the sum of C plus I, that is 40 plus 20 is equal to 60 crores, 120 plus 20 is equal to 140 crores, 200 plus 20 220 crores, 280 plus 20 300 crores, 360 plus 20 380 crores, 440 plus 20 460 crores, 520 plus 20 540 crores. So what we see is that income rises, so consumption also rises, but investment expenditure as it is assumed to be same, so C plus I is the sum of consumption expenditure and investment expenditure. On a graph we see that your autonomous investment, as it is constant, it is a horizontal straight line parallel to x axis. Now at zero level of income we find investment expenditure is same, but consumption is, it starts from the point S. So this is called as autonomous consumption, denoted by C constant. It means that even when the income, the national income, when it is zero, at that time also there is some minimum consumption, that is called as autonomous consumption. Now AD depends upon the level of income in an economy. It means there is a positive relation between income and level of aggregate expenditure. As income Y rises, AD also rises. That is why it is upward sloping. Now let us note the important points about AD. AD is equal to C plus I, that is sum of consumption demand plus investment demand, or we can say the sum of consumption expenditure plus investment expenditure. Consumption is done by the households and investment is done by the firms. So in a two sector model, it is the sum of consumption expenditure plus investment expenditure. Now there is a positive consumption even when income level is zero. It means to survive, people need some basic goods and services even if income is zero. That is why we see that even at zero level of income, there is some consumption. Minimum consumption is there. So it is OS. That is why the consumption curve is upward sloping. In the schedule, when consumption is rupees 40 crores, that is here, when consumption is 40 crores, when income is zero, that is called as autonomous consumption, C constant. It starts from S and not from origin. It doesn't start from origin, it starts from S. Positive consumption at zero level of income. It indicates OS. OS is the autonomous consumption denoted by C constant. Now the slope of consumption curve. Consumption curve slopes upward because consumption increases with increase in income. Now this income is the national income. When national income increases, the consumption also increases. However, after reaching a particular level, people start saving a part of income. So proportionate increase in consumption is less than that of income. So the increase in consumption is there, but it is always less than income. Why it is less than income? Because people start saving. Then slope of autonomous investment curve. The investment expenditure denoted by I is a straight line parallel to x axis. This consumption expenditure, that is a horizontal straight line parallel to x axis. It is because it is assumed to be independent of the level of income. In the schedule, investment rupees 20 crores remains the same. Here we can see that investment is constant. Even at zero level of income, it is 20 crores, and at 600, when the income rises to 600 crores, then also the investment is 20 crores. That is why it is autonomous investment. OR is the level of autonomous investment. This one is the level of autonomous investment. Now, starting point of AD curve or C plus I curve. Here, this the AD or C plus I curve starts at T. So, AD curve has a positive, no sorry, this one, AD curve starts from T as at zero level of national income, AD is equal to autonomous consumption OS and autonomous investment OR. Here AD curve is this OS plus OR. It starts from T, summation of these two, the horizontal line as well as the upward rising consumption line. The sum of that is that line starts from T. So so AD is equal to autonomous consumption OS plus autonomous investment OR. In the schedule, AD is equal to 60 crores at zero level of output. So how it is 60 crores? Because it is the sum of consumption expenditure, which is 40, and investment expenditure 20. So sum of these two is 60. So we can see that as the AD, the sum of C and I is also rising. That is why AD curve is also rising. Now slope of AD curve. AD curve has a positive slope, which indicates that as income increases, AD or aggregate expenditure also increases. Now the expected questions may be asked are that what is AD or what is aggregate expenditure? How is the slope of AD curve? Then what are the components of aggregate demand? So these are the expected questions. Okay, thank you.